Just that we still haven't explored in India. I don't know why, for what reason, we stopped the exploration, after the discovery of Dwarka. Even that wasn't fully explored, I feel. And there is a lot more that can be done. So Graham Hancock did do a lot of good work in finding out some of these, lost arcs of civilization, along our coast. But that being said, there's also an evolution in the mindset of humanity.
Imagine uncovering an ancient masterpiece so intricate and grand that it defies modern understanding. Today we dive deep into the Ajanta caves in India, a breathtaking collection of 30 rock-cut monuments carved with such precision that it seems impossible they were created without modern machinery. How did ancient artisans achieve such perfection? Join us as we unravel the mysteries of these incredible caves and explore the techniques that challenge everything we know about ancient engineering and artistry. The Ajanta caves, nestled in the western Ghats of Maharashtra, India, are a stunning collection of rock-cut monuments dating from the 2nd century BCE to about 480 CE. Renowned for their exquisite paintings and sculptures, these caves are considered masterpieces of Buddhist religious art. They were discovered in 1819 by John Smith, a British cavalry officer, who stumbled upon the caves while hunting tigers. As he entered one of the caves, he found a magnificent complex adorned with intricate carvings and vivid frescoes. Smith's serendipitous discovery brought the caves to international attention, sparking extensive archaeological studies and conservation efforts. The Ajanta caves consist of 30 caves, each serving as a monastery or a temple for Buddhist monks. These caves were meticulously excavated from a horseshoe-shaped cliff along the Waghora River, using the natural rock formations to create an elaborate architectural ensemble. The effort involved in creating these structures is truly astounding, reflecting a blend of artistic vision and engineering prowess. The walls and ceilings of the Ajanta caves are adorned with murals depicting various Jataka tales, stories about the previous lives of the Buddha. These paintings illustrate scenes from the Buddha's life, his teachings, and Buddhist cosmology. The use of vibrant colors, intricate details, and expressive figures showcases the high artistic standards of the period. The murals not only serve a decorative purpose, but also provide educational insights into Buddhist philosophy and morals. In addition to the paintings, the caves feature numerous sculptures, including life-size statues of the Buddha, bodhisattvas, and other religious figures. These sculptures are intricately carved, capturing delicate expressions and detailed features. The craftsmanship displayed in these sculptures is a testament to the skill and dedication of the artists who created them. Each figure is rendered with a profound sense of grace and serenity, embodying the spiritual ideals of Buddhism. These caves can be divided into two main groups based on their construction periods. The earlier phase, dating from the 2nd century BCE to the 1st century CE, consists of simpler cave structures with less elaborate decoration. In contrast, the later phase, from the 5th century CE, features more complex and intricately decorated caves, reflecting the evolution of artistic and architectural techniques over several centuries. Chaitya halls are large, vaulted spaces designed for congregational worship, each typically housing a stupa at one end. The most notable Chaitya hall is Cave 26, which contains a grand stupa and a large reclining Buddha statue representing his parinirvana, or final nirvana after death. This cave is distinguished by its elaborate carvings and the sheer scale of its main chamber, which measures approximately 25 meters in length, 15 meters in width, and 11 meters in height. The stupa itself is a prominent feature, designed to inspire reverence and devotion among worshippers. Viharas are rectangular halls used as living quarters for monks, with individual cells cut into the walls for sleeping and meditation. These structures often include central pillars supporting the roof and elaborately carved entrances. Cave 1, a vihara, is famous for its magnificent murals depicting the life of the Buddha and other religious themes. This cave measures about 35 meters in length, 20 meters in width, and 15 meters in height, and includes several intricately decorated pillars and a sanctum with a seated Buddha. The Ajanta caves are filled with decorative elements such as pillars, reliefs, and intricate facades. These elements are not only aesthetically pleasing, but also reflect the religious and cultural themes prevalent during the time of their creation. The detailed carvings often depict scenes from the Jataka tales, which are stories about the previous lives of the Buddha. as well as various deities and symbolic motifs. The Ajanta caves were carved out of the volcanic basalt rock of the Deccan Plateau. The size and weight of the stone blocks used in the construction vary greatly, with some of the larger sculptures and architectural features weighing several tons. The basalt rock was quarried using simple tools such as chisels, hammers, and picks. The process involved cutting grooves into the rock face and then carefully removing the stone blocks. This method allowed the artists and craftsmen to work directly on the rock face, carving the caves and sculptures in situ. The precision required to create these detailed carvings was achieved through meticulous planning and execution, highlighting the advanced skills of the ancient artisans. Since the caves were carved directly into the cliff face, there was minimal need for transporting large stone blocks over long distances. However, moving smaller stones and debris out of the caves would have required significant manual labor. Workers likely used baskets, sledges, and simple pulleys to remove the excavated material. The construction process was labor-intensive and required the coordinated efforts of many individuals over several years. The excavation of the Ajanta caves involved the removal of an enormous volume of basalt rock. It is estimated that to create these elaborate cave structures, approximately 200,000 to 250,000 cubic meters of rock were removed. This massive excavation required coordinated efforts over several centuries, reflecting the dedication and skill of the craftsmen and laborers. One theory about the disposal of the excavated materials suggests that the debris was dumped into the Waghora River, which flows beneath the cliffs. The river would have carried away the smaller fragments, while the larger pieces might have been used to create terraces or platforms around the cave complex, aiding in construction and providing support for scaffolding. This natural disposal method would have helped manage the vast quantities of waste material generated during the excavation process. An interesting comparison can be made between the Ajanta caves and the Ellora caves, also located in Maharashtra. Both are rock-cut cave complexes, but while Ajanta primarily focuses on Buddhist themes, Ellora features a mix of Buddhist, Hindu, and Jain monuments. The Kailasa temple at Ellora, a monolithic rock excavation, is particularly noteworthy. Like Ajanta, the amount of rock removed at Ellora is staggering, estimated to be about 200,000 tons. This comparison highlights the shared techniques and grand scale of ancient Indian rock-cut architecture, illustrating the impressive engineering and artistic capabilities of the time. The archaeological excavations and studies at the Ajanta caves have unearthed a wealth of artifacts and inscriptions, providing valuable insights into the lives of the Buddhist monks who lived and worshipped there. These discoveries paint a vivid picture of the social, economic, and religious dynamics of the period. Among the most significant findings are the inscriptions written in ancient scripts, such as Brahmi and Devanagari. These inscriptions are a treasure trove of historical information, revealing details about the patrons who funded the construction of the caves. Notable patrons included kings, merchants, and monks who sought to gain religious merit and ensure the propagation of Buddhist teachings. For example, an inscription in Cave 26 mentions a local king, Upendragupta, who sponsored the construction of several caves. These inscriptions highlight the involvement of various social classes in the creation of the caves and provide dates and context for the construction phases. Various artifacts, including pottery, tools, and coins, have also been discovered at the site. Pottery shards found at Ajanta suggest that the monks engaged in everyday activities such as cooking and storage. Tools discovered include chisels and hammers made from iron, which were used for carving the intricate sculptures and architectural elements. Coins from different periods provide evidence of the trade and economic activities that took place in the region, reflecting the prosperity and connectivity of the area. An interesting comparison can be made between the Ajanta caves and the Mogao caves in China, also known as the Caves of the Thousand Buddhas. Both sites are significant for their extensive collections of Buddhist art and their roles as important centers of pilgrimage and monastic life. The Mogao Caves, located near Dunhuang on the ancient Silk Road, were carved into the cliffs of the Gobi Desert and contain a vast array of murals, sculptures, and manuscripts dating from the 4th to the 14th centuries. While Ajanta is renowned for its vibrant murals and intricate sculptures, the Mogao Caves are noted for their extensive manuscript collections, including the famous Diamond Sutra, one of the oldest printed books in the world. Both sites reflect the spread and adaptation of Buddhism across different cultures and geographies. showcasing the diverse artistic and religious expressions within the Buddhist tradition. The comparison highlights the shared heritage of Buddhist art and the unique regional variations that developed over time.